everybody. Welcome back to another Saturday Hangout. I don't know how long I'll go today. I'm trying to keep checking on the Aquashella page for the next live stream coming up. So the debated canceling the stream with all the great videos and streams coming out of Aquashella. So thank you all for taking some time out and coming on. Yeah, Stephen, I know you got frustrated with that last stream, and I did too, but that's fine, Zen. The actual live streams with the fish fam are not too bad, but yeah, they've got some work to figure out on their sound issues. So, hey, Merrick, Jenny Lynn, Steven's here, Patty, Scott, Ricky, Laura, Travis, Tulipino Tomatoes, Paul, Brian, Peplin Creek, Alan Matthews, hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, sorry. Jay Rock, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Laura, they definitely got some sound issues to get worked out. So, yeah, Ricky, I debated on canceling this stream because I know most people are like me, having fun, geeking out, and watching all the content coming out of Chicago. So, like I said, I don't know how long I'll go, but we'll just see how it goes. So, anywho, I'm glad you could all stop by. And oh yeah, I forgot Michael's Aquatic Action. Good to see you. You didn't have to do that, Mike, but might clear up some confusion for some people. It's good to see you. If anybody would like to come up, the link is posted at the top of chat, or should be. some things muted here. No problem, Paul. Glad you can make it. Okay, Ricky. Doing good, Travis. Hope you are as well. Sure, Brandon. Hey, Geek Boy. Welcome, welcome. No problem, Brandon. So, what's everybody think? If you see that how Aquashella Chicago's doing so far and how it's set up. Yeah, Ricky, one of them. He thinks he has to have more food right now. Is audio and video good, everybody? Right, Ricky? Hey, John McKenzie, welcome, welcome. Hey, Lori, Monster Fish Gal. Hey, Brandon. Michael's Aquatics. How's everybody doing today?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Got an echo somewhere.
Hang on. That was probably me.
Okay, Brandon.
All right.
There, that's good. That was really nice what Corey did for the Tennessee Mafia fish stream. Shared it out to all his subscribers. And so what you been up to, Mike?
Not a whole lot. Just trying to get working in videos. Pretty much. That's it, really. So, but I heard you mention you were mentioning about Aquashella.
Mm-hmm.
With the one in, what was it, the one for Chicago or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going on today and tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think I just recently heard of Aquashell. I don't know, probably about several, maybe like 4 months ago. I didn't know what it was. I guess the one in Florida happened, so. Right. I don't know. I figured it sounded pretty cool, so maybe one of these days I'll check it out. I'm in the area of one.
I just posted the link for the Aquashella page. Go over and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And you'll get notified when the live streams start.
Okay. Man, it's like crazy thundering out here.
Yeah, we can't buy a raindrop here.
We've been getting too much. Yeah, just waiting for the power to go out at some point.
Yeah. Hey, Robert. Terry?
What's going on, guys?
Not a lot.
Oh, you got me right when I was getting a pickle, too.
Just get home from work?
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys got to try these, man. Famous Dave's slightly spicy pickle spears, man. These things are the bomb.
Okay.
They're like a bread and butter pickle, but they're spicy.
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
They go great with Miller Lite, just saying.
Yeah.
So, how's it going, man?
Oh, pretty good.
Has there been a lot of Aquashella streams?
Yeah. They did different at this one. They set up, they've got their YouTube booth. And then they've also got an Aquashella live stream booth set up.
Oh, well, that's cool.
So they keep cycling the YouTubers through it.
Oh, that's excellent.
I don't think anybody's going right now.
Patty, trust me, everything goes well with a Miller Lite. Because Miller Lite's like water anyway, so.
Yeah.
I put 503 in charge of my live stream, my Saturday morning live stream, and she overslept.
Yeah. I saw that this morning.
We even moved it back an hour.
No problem, Brandon.
Oh, what'd I do? Chase him away? I didn't get to see his puppet.
I was kind of expecting a puppet show too. So
Yeah, I got a little sunburn today.
yeah, it looks like it. Now, Robert, I haven't had any problem with that, but I've just got the Maltese. So
I'm sure part of it's mill dirt because I haven't showered yet. So,
yeah.
excuse me. I'm sorry for eating on the show, but I was hungry.
Nah, no problem.
I'm gonna make pierogies later on. Okay, what'd I do? Come in and kill chat?
I wasn't saying too much to begin with.
Yeah, like I said, some of it's mill dirt. If you've ever been around a blast furnace, it's not the cleanest place to be in the world. The cool part is a lot of the gray goes out of my mustache. So it's nice and dark, when I get off of work, and then I take a shower and I get out and I'm like, oh yeah, it's gray.
So it sounds like you're going to be busy for a while, Terry.
Yeah. It was. We lost 2 days because of weather.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to bite us in the long run once the outage starts. But I mean, we're still doing pre-outage work, so it's not, absolutely 100% necessary. But once the outage starts, yeah, you're there till it's done. These companies don't like, when the number 7 blast furnace is the largest in North America, and I think the largest in like the Northern Hemisphere or something, or whatever hemisphere we're in North America. And so when that thing's not producing iron, the company gets a little ticked because it produces more. That one single furnace produces more tonnage than like every other furnace put together. So when that thing goes down and it's not producing iron anymore, they're not happy.
All right, Terry, this is on you.
Ah, there he is. I needed my puppet show, man. I don't have any.
Hi! Wait. Hi! Go green, go white! Hi! Oh, oh! I think the hat made him fall over, so.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, change hats.
Wait. There we go.
Ugh.
Yep. Spartan for life. Even though I'm living in Tennessee, I'm a Spartan for life. I can't help it. I cannot root for Tennessee. I just cannot do it. Sorry. Well, everyone, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Oh, you just came in to Spartan us, didn't you?
Well, you asked for Curly. I mean, wait. He's got to have a special hot sauce.
All right, what kind of hot sauce is that?
don't know.
What do you like?
It says Texas Pete hot sauce.
I've never seen that one.
I don't know. I got it. Someone gave it to me. I don't know. But I've been using it with my puppet for like last year or so. I don't know. It's part of his routine. But I will see you later. Blessings,
All right.
guys.
All right, have a
Thanks,
good one,
Brandon.
man.
Hey, white chipmunks. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, I so want a couple white chipmunks as
Oh,
pets.
man.
I didn't even know that was a thing until
I didn't
seen
either.
them, and I'm like, oh, I got to do that. My grandmother had a couple wild chipmunks that she kind of tamed. That they spent a winter, and you know, you've got your outside window and your inside window.
Mhm.
These goofy chipmunks made a nest in between those two windows. So in the wintertime, she closed it with those two chipmunks in there, and then she opened the inside window, and they became pets at that point. She'd feed them, and they hang out. They built this like huge, ungodly, furry nest in between those two windows, and she'd let them run around. And yeah, it was the 70s. Come on.
Yeah. If anybody isn't subbed to white chipmunks, I recommend it. She raises some really nice chipmunks that are from Germany, and they're quite a bit bigger than the ones we have here.
Now we have in North America, we do have populations of wild white squirrels,
Yeah.
and we have black squirrels too.
Yeah, I see red ones somewhere. Can't remember where though.
They're all the same species. They're all eastern gray squirrels.
Mhm.
It just one doesn't have any melanin at all, and the other one has an excess of melanin. So the black ones have the black pigment, and yeah, never mind. You guys know this.
All I know is
Yeah.
I'm
Here in
driving.
town, we've got some. They're not a different species, but we've got some blonde squirrels.
Okay.
It's just, I guess, a color morph of the regular ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And White Chipmunk says a white squirrel is actually 1 in 100,000. Look up white chipmunks. Look up a town called Olney, Illinois, or Illinois, Olney, and they're actually, for whatever reason, that town, like two white squirrels had babies, and then those babies had babies, and that whole town has got like a whole bunch of just white squirrels running around it.
Pretty cool. I like the black squirrels, but there isn't any this far west. So
Now, there's some in my area. I catch them. I see glimpses of them from time to time. The only thing is, in my town, a squirrel's illegal to keep.
yeah,
A rabbit in my town, you are technically not allowed to have a pet rabbit.
Yeah, I see too many of those squirrels out in this area, Virginia Beach. Yeah, way too much.
I honestly don't think they would send the Gestapo to your house going, oh my God, you got a pet rabbit. But
hopefully not. Anyway,
Yeah, springtime you just got to be careful when you mow your lawn with those baby rabbits.
oh yeah. Ask Kenny E of Danikin Aquatics about that. He ran a nest over. Was it this year or last year?
yeah, I don't know when it was, but
Might
he
have been
hasn't
last
mowed
year.
he hasn't mowed a lawn since.
Yeah, yeah. Chalupa Tomato says that's a terrible jail story. Yeah, you're in there. What you in for, man? Yeah, I had a pet rabbit. I'd be like making something up.
Yeah, I think the squirrels and the rabbits in my neighborhood they love running out in front of your car.
Yeah.
It's what they love to do. Like we'll be driving down the road in my neighborhood, probably about 100 feet down the road. The wife will be like, "Watch out for that squirrel," and it'll just like scare the hell out of me because she's just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
All
a
over.
lot of the rabbit and squirrels getting run over is their fault because they won't just keep going. They stop and go back the way they came, or
Yeah.
Oh, don't you remember what commercial was that had the squirrel that was running across the road and stops, and then the car swerves and crashes, and then you see the two squirrels and they're fist bumping each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, I know what you mean. Can't remember what it was.
I got a robin the other day going to work. I don't. It was a squirrel and two robins having a dispute in the middle of the road. And I'm like, okay, guys, break it up, do whatever. And yeah, one of the robins didn't get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to work. It's early in the morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. Sorry, Robin.
yeah, it's just
I looked in my rearview mirror. I was sure I got him, and I felt bad. I don't know if it was a him or a her, but
Hey,
hey,
what's
white
going on?
chipmunks.
how's everybody?
Look at them cute little things, man.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, I thought I'd bring one of them out to show you since I got a couple of hours for myself free, so sure, why not?
I had that same kind of setup, basically what you have for my sugar gliders.
Absolutely, exactly the
Mhm.
same. Come here, Prince. Oh, my baby girl. Come here, sweetheart. Oh,
Oh, look at the other one. The other one's like, hey, man, what about me?
Yep.
hi. Sweetheart.
They are so cute.
What you think?
I seriously got to find a breeder in the United States that has these.
There's just no breeders left in the U.S. I have the last ones. Sorry. They used to be in Texas. She closed down. Then they were in Ohio. They closed down.
Well, where are you at? You're in the UK, right?
No, I'm in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, well, that doesn't help me either.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has really big problems with shipping animals over
sorry. Okay,
country
so here we'll put her
borders.
here for you. There we go. Hi guys. Okay.
Unless I just sneak them in.
They're not illegal in the States. There's breeders in the States. Well, there were. Where are you going to? No, you can't be running away. Ah.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a white chipmunk.
So this is what happened. S&S Exotics, there's one of them that used to breed them. You can see some of them in the middle cage there running around. S&S Exotics in Texas used to breed white Siberians. And here's the problem is that the European nation put a ban on export of Siberian chipmunks a few years ago. So now the problem in the US is because they can't import any new ones. And if you know anything about breeding, well, I don't know if it's the same, but in rodents it is. You can only breed a line so long before you got to add
Right.
new genes.
Right.
Yeah, you've got to do an outcross.
You have to. You have no choice. Eventually, the line will get just too overbred. Sorry. You stop it. Anyway, so what's happened is all the ones they had, it's getting to that. Okay, you're just making me crazy. It's getting to that point where they can't get any more genes.
And that's because of that's actually because of the Lacey Act.
Yeah.
Once a country or anywhere in the world puts this animal is illegal, it's endangered, you can't, yada yada, then it automatically, blatantly becomes unimportable into the United States
Huh.
because of the Lacey Act.
Huh. Well, they're illegal to import here too. It's the export. It's not the import. It's the export. Europe will not allow them for export anymore. So we can't get them.
Okay.
So
How long
these
have you had chipmunks?
okay, Chaz. I have Chaz. He's a normal colored Siberian. He's a little over 6. I've had him 3 years of his 6 years. Because 6 years ago, it wasn't illegal to import Siberian chipmunks. And these little wonders I came across a little over 2 years ago from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. So there was like, she wants out. Do you want them? And I'm like, yeah, let me throw my money at you right now. Here you go.
Here's a blank check. I'll see you later.
Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. I hate to say it, but yeah, you know. Anyway, yeah, that's Princess, if you can see her.
I like your
Anyway,
take.
they're not cooperating. They won't breed, so that's creating issues, but meh. I don't know. If they will, they will. If they won't, they won't. There's nothing I can do about it. So
Now, here's my question. If you need to outcross genes, how closely related are they to like a North American?
not
chip-
at all. You can't
No?
even put them together. No, that's like you can't even put them together. They won't breed. They won't. They just won't. Plus the fact
Okay.
that it's completely illegal in Canada to own a native chipmunk. If you get caught owning one, it's 50 grand. If you get caught breeding them, it's $250,000 fine.
Okay, I was just curious how
Yeah.
closely related they were. So obviously not very.
No,
Not-
they have totally different. I don't know what it is because like people say, oh yeah, but they're both chipmunks. Yeah, but I have a cat too. I wouldn't
Yeah,
put her with
you-
a tiger.
Right,
I mean,
exactly. I completely understand. I was
you know
just
what I mean? Now these are related to the squirrel family, and there's only 26 breeds of chipmunks in the world, and all 25 are in North America except this one. This one
well,
is in.
it's just like sugar gliders. People assume sugar gliders are flying squirrels, and they're not. They're
No, they're
possums.
not. They're sugar gliders.
They're possums, basically. They're,
I hear you. I know what you're saying. I do. But yeah, of course I do because I used to breed. I used to breed mice and rats, and there's a big difference.
oh, sure.
Even for that, my friend, mice and rats are totally different too. But people don't think so, but they are.
Well, yeah, they're
They're
different
completely
genuses.
different animal. But people go, oh, mice, rats, they're all rodents. No, it's not really like that. But you know. The other animals I have, the African acacia rats, I don't know if you saw them, but those were also imported from overseas about 4.5 years ago. And there's only 2 of us in Canada who own them, and I'm one of them. They're a
Now,
little.
have you contacted that person and maybe try swapping stock and see if you can outcross that way?
No, she doesn't have any chipmunks. She only has African acacia rats, and mine I
Oh.
stopped them from breeding because there's too many of them. So
Okay, I misunderstood. Sorry.
Okay.
yeah, she unfortunately actually. It's funny you say that because 6 years ago, Chaz, the normal colored one I have, he was from her, and she said, "Well, he's my last one, and I don't really want him." And I'm like, "I can't get there fast enough. I'll take him." You know what I mean? Like I'm in the car. Call me. I'm stopping at the bank and taking out my Max. Anyway, I'll see if I can get him for you. He's probably sleeping, but I'll get him. They sleep at. Oh, I just want to make.
Do not wake up a sleeping rodent.
Oh God, please! They sleep 18 hours a day. They need to get some exercise. Freaking
I
thing.
tell you what, I've woke up a couple sugar gliders while they're sleeping. It didn't work out too well for me.
Come on, Chazer. Come on, Chaz. Come on. You know you want to come see me. Come here. Come on, bud. There he is. There he is.
Aw,
Hey, bud. What's going on? You gonna come see me? Come on, Chad. Come on, come see. I know I smell like a girl chipmunk right now. You must be pissed. There you go.
now he still has the white gene in him, or no?
Yeah, he does.
He's
Hi.
like what do they call it? Heterozygous for the white?
They're actually cinnamon dilute. They're not actually technically white. They're cinnamon dilute. What are you doing? That's a treat container, not a Chaz Hangout. You don't care. Get off
Chipmunks are,
my camera.
chipmunks are so freaking cool, man.
What are you doing? You're so funny.
Showing off for the camera.
Yeah, Chaz is kind of. I'm sorry, I'm holding my tripod here. Chaz is the comedy of the group, I guess.
The
Hey, Chaz, here you can say hi. Here.
The rambunctious
All
one.
right. Yeah, he's quite the man. He's over 6 now already, and he looks pretty good. So
Yeah, he does.
they say 6 to 12 years in captivity. So I don't know. We'll see. Come here, Noodlehead. No, we're not going out of the cage. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But you can see the stripes look completely different than a North American chipmunk. They have 5 stripes down their back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Right? Yeah. Okay. I know. I know you. You're a hamburger. You're the actor of the group. I know you are. I know you are. Yeah, I know. But see the 5 black lines down his back?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not coming out. Come on. Okay, let's go back. All right. Anyway, if you see the girls, I'm sorry, if you see the whites, let me see if I can't grab Princess here. There she is. Come here. No, Munchkin, you stay. Because I smell like Chaz now, and you're not. No, don't come, Princess, come. If I can show you, I don't know if you can see the stripes on her back. Probably not. But
you see them from time to time, depending on how she moves.
Yeah.
hang on, there. There. Yeah, they're being.
Hey, Catfish Terry.
Oh, there you go. Come here, nut bar. Anyway, if you see, they have 5 stripes down their back. That's actually the cinnamon. Hi, that's actually the cinnamon color on white. So, whoop.
Okay.
Now,
There's one out. That's fine.
Can they sometimes come out more than other
I'm
times?
kind of used to it, so I'm gonna go shut this door. Princess, you big nut. The male's kind of really funny because basically he has no ears left because he keeps, well, I don't know. He kind of attacks them. He goes after them when they're not in heat, and then they tear a piece out of them, basically. So, hey, don't feel bad for him. Don't feel bad for him. He's got 3 women to himself. He's good. The unfortunate part is that he never wants to breed with them when they're in heat. So he's kind of stupid. So I'm working on that. But what is that expression? You can't fix stupid? Yeah, well, I haven't been able to fix that yet. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll grab him and you can see him. And then, come on, Stoopy. Come on, Stoopy Magoo. Let's go. Come on. I know. Come on. I know it's not your fault. I know. He's also a lot smaller than them too, so they can overpower them with their size. So this is Mr. Magoo here. Whoop! Come on. This is. Stop it. Listen, Fidget. Oh my God, you're just crazy. You can tell he's a male, right? He's just hyper as anything. There, that is him. See?
There you go.
Hardly any ears left. But that is Munchkin. Munchkin the super chipmunk. So, what?
Hey, Shanna.
There you go. Oh, you're so fidgety. There.
So you haven't got any babies out of any of them?
I've only had them 2 years, so they're barely 2.5 years old right now. So there's some thought. I mean, I have a special vet. I have a zoological vet, believe it or not, and who specializes in actually she's an aviary specialist. But anyway, we've been talking about some things we can actually do to help improve their mating odds. So, um, like I take this stuff very seriously. It doesn't look like it, but I really do. So, I mean, I invested easily over 5 figures in these things. So, I mean, these 3 cages right here that you can see, I don't know if you could see them, double one there and there and there.
Hmm.
With the stuff that's in them, I have another cage beside me. You're looking at about $8,000. Like it's no joke, right?
No.
Plus the animals. So, right? Yeah. So anyway, whoop whoop whoop. There he is. There. So all our hopes lie in this thing. So that's very sad, but true.
Yeah.
So
Then,
can I come on the
if
camera?
and when they do breed, can you sell the babies as pets or?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And because I take so much time to train my animals, the babies should be very handleable. Like these ones are barely like, well, he's I can't barely hang on to him for 2 seconds, but as you can quite see, like and eventually when I don't let him go, he's going to take a nip out of my finger saying, hey, let me go, which is understandable. They don't really like being held very much, but I mean, yeah, he's the worst one by far, but there, stay still. There you go. Good boy. Um, but yeah, they're pretty domesticated. So my big advantage, my friend, is that if I have babies, I'll be able to handle them from 4 weeks on.
Hmm.
So think about how, I mean, I can train them. They're all litter trained. All these guys are litter trained. So yeah, you can do
Nice.
some fun stuff. You know, I highly recommend the experience, but they are almost impossible to get now. So
Yeah.
um, you know, it's very sad. And I mean, I have a lot of people talking, like a lot of people on my wait. I think my wait list is about 35 people long. It's ridiculous.
Oh, well.
And that's not even advertised. That's just people who know I have them. I
Uh,
want to be first. I want to be. Yeah. First of all, if they ever have babies, I'm keeping the whole first lot, so everybody can just know they're mine. Because you don't just like if you're gonna breed an animal. I don't know if it's like this with a fish, but like say you have something a really special animal, and you only have 3 of them. Well, any breeder knows you should have at least 10 of anything to start a new uh, lot of animals. You should keep
right.
backups because you don't know, right? So if I can even get them to breed, the first lot is mine. They are not going anywhere. Then after that, I'll consider once because I only have the 3 girls and him and Chaz. But now I've talked to the vet, and the vet told me that Chaz is no longer able to. His seed would be expired. If that
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense. So he's no longer he's no longer fertile. So well, that sinks that. So
Yeah, because did you need him to make the cinnamons?
yeah. Hi. So I don't know. I got a friend with a zoo license. I might talk to her because people with zoo licenses are not affected by the European ban the way
Oh,
that
okay,
regular
yeah.
people are. So I might talk to her and say, "Hey, you got to get me a pair of Siberians. I don't care. I'll pay the fee. I'll pay whatever you want." Because zoos, of course, zoos don't fall under the same category because
Right.
there's zoos all over the world. How are you ever going to have people learn about the animals if they don't ever have them at the zoo? So it's a different license. Like it's a different whole kind of thing, you know? So,
Right.
yeah. Hi. Hi, Nutburger. Whoop.
Then what does a baby go for price wise typically?
A white baby, a white baby?
Hmm.
Uh, $1,800 to $3,000.
Okay.
But they have a 10-year lifespan. So you gotta take that into consideration.
Right.
Um, also, a female is more valuable than a male
Hmm.
because not in my eyes. I'm just saying because a female can breed. She can have
Right.
all kinds of babies. If you sell the male, well, you know what I mean. If you sell the female, you're losing all that opportunity of young offspring. spring. So normally you just sell the males, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how
Okay.
that works. My goodness, you guys, hey? Did you, Mike, when last time I saw you, did you see the acacia rats from Africa
I did not.
with the long, long tails? They got about a 9.5-inch tail.
No, I didn't.
Well, if you ever want to see them, you can let me know and I'll grab you one. So,
Hey, look, Sleepyhead came in the stream.
that's awesome. So, how do you guys like? I mean, we used to have fish when I was a kid, but I'm not a big fish. Well, I mean, I got a cat too, so I know. But hey, geek boy, I know you, and I know Patty, and I know Terry, and I know. Oh my God, I know everybody. Wow,
Yeah.
amazing for the fact that I don't even have a fish, but that's okay.
Geek Boy said that's just rude.
Yeah, I just saw you up on another stream, what, a couple
Probably
days ago?
mains. Probably mains.
Yeah, that
Mains,
was the first
tails.
time I'd met you, so.
Oh yeah, I'm everywhere. Um, I'm actually still waiting for the COVID to go into the COVID opening to go into stage 4 because the CBC News wants to interview me about having these really cool animals.
Oh, okay.
And we were going to do it last year.
All right.
Or yeah, last year was just before COVID came down really hard and we had to cancel everything. I was pretty bummed out, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I've been in touch with the Metro Toronto Zoo because that's close to where I am. Well, I mean, I'm in Ontario. And I was going to get them to, they asked me if they can do a report on these animals because they don't have any in their zoo. So that's another possibility, guys. I may be at a position where, if I'm able to, I may be able to donate some of them to the zoo. And then people would have the ability to see them anytime they want.
I have a question. Was there a reason for the export ban? Are they having issues in their native territory? Is their population declining in the wild, or what was the
No,
reason?
it's you know what's really funny is that I cannot find any stable and logical reason for them to have put a ban on. Um, I know that they banned prairie dogs from the U.S.
Well, yeah, because of their fleas.
Right. And some kind of a behavioral environmental uh, causation thing. Like you guys aren't allowed to have any African species in your country, and we have oh my God, we have tons of them.
Well, we
And
can have African species. It depends on where they are. See, our Lacey Act is extremely complicated.
yeah,
So if it gets put on the CITES list as endangered, we can't have it. If
Right.
another country puts an export ban, we can't have it.
yeah.
And,
Yeah,
Um,
that's like
they
just
actually
about everything out of Australia.
yeah,
they actually started using the Lacey Act on plants.
interesting.
So if it's endangered lumber from South America, we can't have it.
Wow, that's a little crazy.
They
I
they
don't
are
get it, but
honestly they are honestly using the Lacey Act now for lumber.
huh, that's pretty crazy. Um, Come here, little wonder. Come on, everybody wants to see how beautiful you are. I know. Don't say it. I know. Come on. Where's your blanket? We can't put you unless you're on a blanket. Where are you? Okay, give me 1 sec, guys. Sorry.
And by the way, I'm sure 503 knows, but I was just joking with her. They did a great stream this morning. They had fun.
Yeah, a lot of the bans are knee-jerk reactions to next to nothing incident. So it's like they keep trying to pass bans on all reptiles all across the country. But
Yeah, because because Florida has an issue. You know,
Yeah.
let Florida ban all the reptiles, but you know, where I live,
Okay. Boop. Boop, there you go.
yeah, there you go.
Look at that face.
Like a sugar glider and a chipmunk had a.
You know what? It really, you know what? They got this raccoon face thing going on here, right? And then because they're a tree rat, look at their tails. Look at this tail, dude.
Oh my God!
It's
Wish
like
I had fur on it.
it does. Yeah. Hey, what do you say? Oh, don't be shy. It's okay. Now these things are normally not very nice, and as you can see, this one's just fine. So, um, as I've said, it comes down to a lot of it comes down to how much time you're willing to spend trying to. I mean, in the beginning, I got bit tons. Yeah, obviously. Um, they're very, very protective of their young. Like these ones will launch at you from across a cage. Okay, like they're no joke. They get very protective. But as you can see, she's pretty chill. So
That's the way sugar gliders are. If you don't,
hi.
if you don't work with your sugar glider, it's not going to be a very friendly pet.
I mean, it's kind of like all pets, though, don't you think? Well, I mean,
Yeah,
maybe not fish,
exactly.
but a bird isn't going to be like your best buddy unless you let it out and spend time with it. Like, you guys don't get to see the chipmunks out every day, but because I have a playpen I put them in, but they're out every day, guys. I just don't always have them on camera. Um, they spend at least 4 to 6 hours a day out. So, um, yeah. So it all comes down to what you. I mean, it's pretty much like anything. You get out what you put in, right?
All right.
Right? Yeah. What do you think? Yeah.
Hey, Eric Furloughs Aquatics. Good
They
seeing
look
you, bud.
very not. He's got a really nocturnal look to him. Are they more active at night or?
Yeah, and it's funny because the chipmunks sleep at night, and the chipmunks sleep at night, and then the acacia rats get up, and then when I get up, the chipmunks get up, and the acacia rats go to sleep. So it's pretty much like I'm just used to it now. So somebody's always sleeping and somebody's always awake. So right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're sweet. But yeah, these look like little raccoons. They're quite the little. But they got sewing machine needle teeth, and they're very, very sharp, and they really hurt. So yeah.
No, fishing man, you got a sugar glider, or was that a joke?
Do I have a sugar glider?
No, fishing man 64.
Oh,
I'm starting to think I just fell for a joke.
I got a friend in Northern Ontario, and she has sugar gliders. She breeds them, and I told her next time she gets a solid white one with black eyes, give me a call. I would love to have a solid white sugar glider because it goes with my motif, I guess. You know, but they're $1,500 minimum for those. So yeah, I mean that's just the reality, you know.
I didn't go for color. I went with just standard, the regular standard colored sugar glider because they were the cheapest. I didn't want any fancy color. It's
Oh,
the
gee.
personality of the animal that
Yeah,
attracted
well,
me. They're just so much fun.
yeah, but she's just like me. She only sells the ones that are personable. You know, like if I have an acacia rat that isn't personable, I would never sell it. I would keep it, and I would keep working at it, working at it, working at it, working at it. Some of them just hate me and they bite me. It doesn't matter what I do, so I stay away from them. But keep in mind, I've had them 4 years. Okay, if I can't break an animal within 6 months, I can't do it. I mean, there's just some of them that you just can't socialize. You know?
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Alan Matthews kind of asked a good question, and he goes, "So are game wardens and park rangers stopping critters at the border in the woods?" Pause up. All right. In the United States, the importation of animals, agriculture, wood, and all of that does not fall under your local game wardens. That is the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that takes care of making sure what you're importing is legal.
Mhm.
Now, once you get into local laws, you know, where you're protecting our native wildlife, like if you try to trap a squirrel or something and keep it as a pet and breed it and sell it, then you would start getting into the game wardens and stuff like that, because you're breaking state law, not federal law.
Yeah,
When something is banned nationwide, it's the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. They're the ones that document what's coming into the country.
that's it. Yeah. Okay, there you go. There's a- All right, don't be babies. You know you want it. There you go. Like people who own these things, like the few people that own these, they're like, man, how do you do that? And I said, well, I'm retired, so that helps. I have lots of time. And I think, I mean, this might sound really crazy, but I honestly think that animals get a sense about who is a good person. Um, like, I don't own a dog, and every dog in my neighborhood loves me. Like, they just love me. I don't even have a dog. So I think they just sense good in people. Does that make sense? Oh, and now behind me, you can see the fourth cage. It's behind me on that side. There's the fourth cage over there. So it's quite a lot of work, but it's fun, you know. I know. You're
How
big-
often,
Hey,
how often do you have to clean those cages?
Oh my God, that's an event, boy. You
It's
have
kind of
to
like
clean.
asking, how many water changes do you do?
Jesus, I know.
Well,
Because you have to take every single bar on every single side and wipe it on all four sides.
oh God, I remember doing that. I used to breed cockatiels, and
Oh,
oh
geez.
man, cleaning them cages.
Right.
And you're exactly right. You know, you got to clean all the way around the bar.
Every
You can't
bar,
just wipe the
every side.
surface.
Yeah. Hi. No, you big baby.
hey,
Yeah, it
Swampy
takes
Acres, Jimmy.
it takes about 8 hours a cage. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's no joke, you know. It's a
Oh,
lot of
now
work.
I know. Now I see. If you would have said that earlier, I would have known you were Canadian.
Why?
Because as soon as you said no joke, I was like, yeah, she's Canadian.
I am. I really am. Yeah, I am. Huh? Yeah.
Did you ever see a TV show called Letterkenny?
Yeah, I hate it.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I'm
We
not.
can't be
I
friends.
hate
That's
it.
it. It's over. We can't be friends.
I hear it's really, really well. I've seen it. I think it's really not my style. We'll just say that. It's not really my cup of tea. But
What about Trailer Park Boys?
worse. Yeah, man. No thanks.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, there's the white chipmunks, and up on there, I'm not getting her out because I can't handle her anymore, guys. But up on the very top, you'll see a glass cage on the very top.
With a wheel in it?
Can you see it at the top? It's got stickers all over it. Okay, that has my very last black Nile spiny mouse is in there.
I thought you were gonna say monitor or something.
No, she's a black mouse. They have actually like porcupine quills on their back.
Hey.
And what's even weirder is if they get really, really, really scared and they're being pursued, they can drop their tail. It actually falls off. It is the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your life. Anyway, all her mates have died, and unfortunately, I have to keep her by herself for the same reason that I can't get any more of them. So I have to keep her by herself. So, but she's about 100 times faster than the chipmunks. So if she gets out, I can't catch her. She's checked out. So anyway, she's up there. Actually, if you look on my channel yesterday, I think I had a video called Boots Boogie. That's her. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a 15-second short.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
A lot of people who watch my channel, they know about all the different animals I have, even though, like, I have a lot of cat and chipmunk videos because they're buddies. So, you know, they terrorize the cat. She just, yeah, she leaves them alone, but they are really not very nice to her most of the time. So, anyway, yeah, I wanted to share them with you. I got an MLB live stream tonight, so something unchipmunk related, but I got a lot of friends in the States that are like, hey, I don't have TV or cable anymore. Do you want to do a play-by-play of the baseball? Yeah, sure. I don't care. Sure. Why not?
Wow. Can you
Yeah.
have the TV in the background?
Yeah, but you can't have it on and you can't show it
Oh.
because YouTube will
It kind
shut you
of
down.
defeats the purpose of having a TV in the background if it's just a blank screen back there.
Yeah, we do okay. Usually when I start the stream, I get all my friends from the UK. It's just with the time when the bar closes in the UK. So we get a lot of them who come in. It's actually very entertaining because I'm the only one who doesn't drink. So, wow. It's like you guys are just so out of control. I love it. So, yeah, when I start my stream, it'll actually be 1 a.m. in the UK. So the bars will just be closing. So that'll be fun. Right? Yeah. But don't worry, guys. Don't you worry. If I ever have babies, my God, it'll be like, oh my God, I'll just freak out. I'll just be so
Yeah, I
happy.
bet.
Well, because I do my best and I feed them the right diet. I mean, these guys have like 30 things in their diet. That's more than I have in my diet. You know, they're so spoiled. They get all the best of everything. Like the conditions for them to breed are here. They just don't do it. And I'm frustrated because I'm willing to do whatever it takes, but tell me what I got to do. Like, tell me what I need to do. I feel very helpless that I can't. You know, I've even had them separated when they go into heat. I've had the male and the female in heat alone with a black cover over their cage. So no interruptions, no sound, no nothing, and it didn't take. So that was only last November. So we can hope, I guess. You know, but
Well,
you'll
how often do they come in heat? Just once a season? Or?
well, if you're lucky, twice. And the thing is, that's weird again, is when you have indoor chipmunks, they have no seasonal
Right. It's
schedule.
almost like you're going to have to maybe, mimic that.
Well, they're by the window. They're already by the window here, so they're exposed to the seasons all the time. That's why they are where they are. They get light and dark every day, so they have that clock, that light day.
Could it be a temperature trigger?
No, because it's the same degree in the house within 2 degrees all the time.
No, I meant for them to breed could be a temperature trigger.
Yeah, no.
Maybe put them out on a screen because they're from Siberia, right?
Correct.
So they're used to a pretty substantial winter.
Yeah.
So maybe, and your winter in Canada is not that different. Maybe a screened-in porch, where they get exposed to those low temperatures for a long
time.
Yeah,
I looked into that about getting a permit. I need a permit, believe it or not, to put any kind of structure outside.
Right.
And I cannot find one that will protect them from the wildlife or people, for that matter.
Well, you can still keep them in the cages you have them in now. It just move those cages to like a screened-in porch kind of deal.
Yeah, it'll cost me about $8,000 to do.
Wow.
Papers.
So
that's pricey.
I know, well, yeah, everything's crazy expensive here. I don't know why, but I thought about it, for instance, putting their cage in the garage, because the garage is double door and it can be always shut. Why can't they stay out there in the winter in their cage?
Yes.
But then, then we discussed that and found that may not be a good idea. And it's just such a hard. So anyway, the last point about that, it's breeding indoors. Yes, they can breed indoors. But they don't go into heat in like spring and fall. Like she went into the heat the third week of November. What's that? I mean, that when they're inside, they can breed at any time. They don't
Right.
necessarily make any mating call,
Well,
and you can.
the reason I brought it up is that, maybe your male is on one cycle and your females are on a different cycle, and you kind of got to get them together, so exposing them for a long-term cold weather event might do it.
Yep, we're looking into all kinds of possibilities, like I said, with the vet. And I got a friend who has no problem breeding them indoors at all. So I'm talking to her.
Right.
So it's a learning process all the time. But like I'm doing the best I can. I don't really. It's like I said, I can't give them wine and candlelight, guys. They're gonna do it or they're not. You know. Sorry, but like I can play the Al Green all day, but it ain't, if they're not doing it, they're not doing it. Now he goes after them all the time, and then when they're in the heat, he doesn't go after them at all. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I put them in the terrarium. It's like not even a big terrarium. It has acacia rats in it right now, but I put him and her into the terrarium with a cover. And it's like she's rolling around in front of him like, hey, I'm here. And he's like, oh, a wheel. And he goes over there and runs on that for 4 hours. Like his attention span is that of a blade of grass. I'm not even kidding. I love him to death, but he's not very bright. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And then as soon as they're not in heat anymore, he's like, oh, I want some of that. And they turn around and take a chomp out of him. He's just crazy. I don't know what he's backwards in the head. I don't know. I mean, I adore him and he's everybody's favorite, but he's really not very smart. I know it's funny. It's hilarious, but it's sad because I would really like to have some babies. Like I would love to be able to come on, guys, on a Thursday or something and go, oh, babies in the playpen day. And we just get to watch all the babies run. I mean, who doesn't want to watch that? You know, I do. And I can sit in the playpen because it's a big playpen, right? And I could just have the babies running around. Everybody like, oh my God, there's so good. I mean, I just can't wait for that. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. So, meanwhile, I can't get the acacia rats to stop breeding. So that's great. Yeah, everything is all messed up and backward here. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Now, can you see this? Can you see the cage? Can you see that wheel at the bottom? That one there. There's a white one there. Okay, see the one on the top? That is him. That is him sitting on the top shelf there by himself, just being weird. That's what he does. And like I said, he'll wait till they're not in heat, and then he'll be all over them. And most of them are at least 1.5 times his size, and they just flatten him. Like they'll jump on him and actually squish him to the floor because he's only like 80 grams. Princess is 127. Like she'll kick his butt. She'll just it's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I was muted that whole time. I had a whole crap ton of jokes for that too.
So yeah.
Yeah, you probably would have kicked me out.
I appreciate you guys having us, of course. I always
Appreciate you coming up.
I got some really fabulous statistics about chipmunks too. And the last thing I'll say about these Siberian ones, if you think you go onto the internet and can't find a lot of information about North American chipmunks, go try to find Siberian chipmunk information. It's almost non-existent. So that makes it really difficult,
Right.
Or it's in Russian or Asian and I can't read it. So awesome. But I do have a vet. My vet is actually Russian, guys. So
what were the chances of that?
Well, I looked for her and I pay her a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
Like in the last 2 months, they've had a breathing issue and a skin irritant issue, and they just got 6 weeks of medication. I don't even want to discuss that. And the whole bill was about $1,283.
Wow.
So yeah, it's no joke. You know, they have an exotic vet. Like it's $200 just to see her, and then go from there. So, but I mean, what am I going to do? I got to pay it. I paid all this money to get them. I'm not going to not take them to the vet. I mean,
Right.
why would you? Then why did I bother? Right. So, yeah.
Hey,
you know,
Daniel.
that's why they cost so much money, guys, because they are a lot of upkeep. So, but they are very cool. They are very, very cool pets. If I ever have babies, believe me, you'll hear about it. And yeah, yay for pets. That'll be really awesome. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do they make good pets?
I would say yes, because I mean they're really entertaining, and you can handle them. You can't like squeak. Like I wouldn't recommend them to anybody who has kids. No, because kids don't have the softest kind of. Just no. I would say they're more an adult's pet. Like I got a friend of mine in China who has these Siberian ones, and they all have their own places at the dinner table. Like these things come out and they run and they climb up the chairs and they all sit in front of their little plates. And I'm just like, oh my god, I just love them and I want them. This guy, they jump on his shoulder like they basically have free reign of the house. And they're like awesome, and they jump on his shoulder and he plays with them. And I mean, that's what I would ultimately like. I would prefer that, where I could just have them be loose. You know, you have to keep them from chewing wires. Well, you put the same stuff on the wires that you put on it for cats. That really awful tasting crap, so that they can, so that they don't like the taste of the wires. Because chipmunks love to chew wires, but none of mine do now. So, and if they chew the wrong one, obviously you know what's going to happen. So,
Right.
but this guy has a whole room set up in his house that's all theirs, and if they want to sleep in it, they do, and if they don't, they don't. Just do whatever they want. So, I am so jealous of him. And yeah, they are Siberian chipmunks, but you can find them in Russia, Asia, Germany, some parts of Europe. Like they're kind of all over the place, but only overseas. You can't get any of them here. So,
Hey, Jason.
ooh, look at the
What is
pretty
going on?
fish tank. So you
We're
guys all gonna
learning
make me
all
want.
about white chipmunks today.
Ooh, I see that.
Sorry about the light. It's getting dark here, so
Good.
yeah. I still
But
got
yeah, I thought they would make good pets because even
They do.
even wild chipmunks are real curious.
Oh yeah, they're really awesome pets. Don't get me wrong, but like if you want a pet that's going to come up and sit with you and snuggle, it's not going to be a chipmunk. You should get a rat.
Yeah,
These
no
rats are
thanks.
100 times
Right.
smarter than these are.
That wouldn't be my first go-to if I wanted something to snuggle with. Would be a rat.
Exactly.
No, mine
Just
either.
saying.
No, mine either. But
My
They,
dog, cat, rat would
yeah.
be, a few steps down. But
yeah.
Fishing man's trying to get a patty.
Ah.
He's trying
Chinchillas
to
are
find
nice. Chinchillas are kind of nice if you
I didn't
like
see what
cats.
you
They
said.
live like 15 years, so I don't know if people realize like how long
Oh, my
some
top chat.
rodents actually live.
Right.
You know, like Chaz is already over 6 years old.
Jeez.
The sad part about it is North American chipmunks, they only usually live 2 or 3 years at best.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's too many,
Yeah.
well, destruction of their environment, lack of food, more predators. Just they have fighting for food.
They
Like
do
these
pretty
ones
well
here
in
have
my
it.
area. In the Midwest, Great Lakes region, they're doing really well.
Yeah, well, I live in a city, so they don't do too well here. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I mean, I actually get a lot of hate mail from animal activist groups.
Yeah, don't pay attention to any of that.
And I'm like, do you know something? These animals have already, like Chaz has already lived at least 2 to 3 times his lifespan because he's in my care. Don't give me
Yeah, right.
crap about,
Right.
I'm saving them. And I'm not trying to Oh, you should just let them go. Do you know what would happen to me if I let Siberian chipmunks go in Canada? Like after I got out of prison?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
It would be considered an invasive species, and I would go to jail.
Well, it probably
Yeah.
wouldn't be invasive because they'd all scatter and they'd never find each other again, and then
Yeah.
you just have dead animals eventually.
Yeah, and that would be really crappy.
I guess that would be the best case scenario if they got
That'd
out.
be the best case scenario while I'm in prison. Yeah.
Yeah. That they all
Yeah.
just died alone and cold.
You know, take the example, since we are the fish family, take the example of the red-tailed shark. The red-tailed shark was thought to be extinct in the wild. Now, it was just relatively recently they found a small, and I mean a small, wild population of them. So even if we took all the red-tailed sharks that we have in captivity, which is a whole bunch,
Mm-hmm.
and took them back to their native habitat in Asia and let them go, they'd all die because their habitat was destroyed to begin with.
Right.
Yeah. It's
So-
kind of like those zebra plecos too. They're getting that way. Like their
Right.
habitat's going away. So
There are some fish now that just exist in the hobby. They do not exist in the wild.
and there's some weird fish that exist in the hobby, but they're not considered endangered or extinct or whatever. Right?
Because there's
Yep.
so many of them, the fish farms are breeding so many of them that
Yeah.
they're not going to go extinct as long as the fish farms keep doing it.
Rabbit hole.
Sorry.
It said squirrel or chipmunk hole.
Oh. I thought you were making a comment about me.
No, I was saying, Fishy Mom was saying, oh no, rabbit hole. But
Hey, I watched part of your guys' stream this morning. I see you guys decided to change channels.
well, I don't know if you heard the story behind that or caught the replay. Somebody overslept.
I gave her crap when she came in. She came in earlier. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Oh, there's Sleepyhead."
Yeah, that was funny. She figured it out. I figured I should at least start a stream because I had no idea what was happening.
I mean, the fact that she'll sit here at all is really good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know, I do have a few occasional videos where they've fallen asleep on my lap, but I have maybe 3 in 2.5 years. Like, it's not, they have to be really tired.
Now, when you got these guys, were they like babies, or did you get them already kind of like
They were about
juveniles?
6 months old when I got them.
And that's considered juvenile then?
Oh, that's really young, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so like basically what you had to hand tame them, or were they already kind of hand tamed?
They were already kind of tamed. This is from a domestic line.
Gotcha.
So, like, aw, there you go. Have a clean. There you go. Yeah.
I can't imagine if that would bite you, it would hurt.
Actually, an acacia rat probably hurts 10 times as much.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I believe you on that. Trust me. I haven't been bit by a rat either. So.
Rats are really they can be really
Yeah, they got some bigger
nasty.
teeth, right?
Yeah. Well, these guys actually, you know, they have 4 front teeth, but they actually have a bunch of molars too, and I didn't even know that until about 4 months ago. So
Yeah, that makes
you don't
sense. They're kind
see
of.
them. They don't open their mouth enough for you to see back molars.
Yeah. But they use that. I guess they use the front teeth for breaking the nuts and whatever.
Yeah,
The
and
back
holding
teeth for chewing them.
stuff. Yeah, and holding. Like, this is pretty good for her. She's pretty tolerant. This is the big one, by the way. This is the biggest. Yeah, I know. I see you. There, you can kind of see her stripes. Yeah, she runs over. Yeah, she likes my hair, actually. She sits on top of my head most of the time. So, anyway, guys, I guess I better jet and go get my stream ready because, I don't know. I got to deal with all the drunk UK friends I got. So.
Oh yeah. As opposed to the drunk U.S. ones.
Well, they'll be in later, actually.
They might be here now.
The last one of these went till 4 in the morning, so we'll see what
Hey, if the
happens.
shoe fits,
but-
man.
Right?
Dude, I ain't been off work that long.
I'm just giving you. I wasn't even talking about you. Are you feeling guilty about something here?
There you go. They really like the camera, too. I guess you can kind of tell that.
Oh, that blonde one you had when it jumped at the camera was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, well, they are. That's one thing I will say. Like, you could, if you're ever having a really bad day, and that goes for anybody. I have people in the UK that actually they'll turn on one of my streams of the chipmunks in the cage, and they'll just watch that after work for like 10 minutes of relaxation, like
Oh yeah.
to detach from their busy day. Because they're just so funny. I mean, Munchkin falls from the top to the bottom all the time. There's probably 4 inches of soft padding at the bottom of that cage, so that when he falls, he doesn't like permanently hurt himself. So,
When
Is
I-
that the
when I-
squirrels making that noise, or the chipmunks?
no, that's one of the rats.
Oh, okay. But it is an
Yeah,
animal making that noise.
Once he heard the rat, the rat name, he's like, yeah, never mind.
No, I don't. I was just curious. I was just like, I thought it was it's an animal that's making that noise.
Well, yeah. I need to oil one of their wheels too.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. When you were talking earlier and we were watching one of your whites run around that wheel.
Oh yeah.
And I was actually going to make the comment that make sure the wheels are lubed up.
Yeah.
If you've ever had a gerbil or a nocturnal rodent,
Oh yeah.
dude,
I have
a
actually.
squeaky wheel at 2:00 in the morning will drive you crazy.
what?
Or it's
All
like
you
off
gotta
balance
do-
and like hitting the cage or whatever they're in. It's like bang, 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 bang. It's like, dude.
There you go.
Yeah.
Um,
My son
all
had
you gotta
gerbils.
do, guys, is wash them with soap and water. I always use Blue Dawn for everything. And then what you do is you dry them off, and then you get you take them to the bathroom. You get a Q-tip with mineral oil on it, just mineral oil. Put it into the little hole and put it on each side, and then that'll last till the next time you wash it. It's like the easiest, cheapest solution, and it works for all the metal wheels. So
And it's probably rodent safe or whatever. At least
yeah,
whatever.
because they're not going to be at the part of the wheel where you do it. They don't go near that part. They stay on the wire part. This is only where the joint
Right.
goes in,
It's on the axle. You're lubricating.
Yeah, and
the
they
axle.
don't go near that and anyway, mineral oil won't hurt them.
And I will say this: when I was in like I don't know 4th or 5th grade, I thought I was going to become the hamster empire king.
All
So
right.
I bought all
I
these
love it.
cages, and my dad wasn't too hip on the idea, but he let me run with it. I was like, Dad, I can sell these things, and they do all the work on their own. And my old man was like, yeah, all right. So I bought a bunch of these cages. And they weren't the greatest cages, and they came with the wheels that you had to put together yourself. I mean, you had to bend them and the whole thing. And once those doggone wheels started squeaking at night, that ended that project.
All you needed to do was do that. That's all you needed to do was just oil the wheels. But yeah, I didn't learn that at first either, and I was like, how do people listen to this? Oh my God. I'm going to lose my mind. I probably have, in this room alone, I probably have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 in the 3 cages in front of me. Then there's 1, 2, 3, so that's 13. There's 24. I have 17 wheels going in this room. I must keep wheel maintenance up all the time because it'll make me insane. If I hear one squeaky wheel, that's it. I'm awake.
There you go. When everybody that goes to White Chipmunk stream that she does, it'll be wheel maintenance.
Wheel maintenance. I'm going to do a how-to wheel maintenance
Set
soon
of tank
just
maintenance.
for you. So there you go. Anyway, guys, I got a jet. I got my MLB crew getting ready to watch Seattle play the Blue Jays.
All right.
So,
Oh.
Well, appreciate you coming up.
no, I appreciate you having me. I'm sorry it took up so much of your time. I hope you guys have a really good evening, and it was nice seeing everybody again.
You too.
And we'll see you later.
Yeah, it was definitely cool.
Bye. If you get bored, I'll see you guys around.
Right on.
Right.
See ya.
Okay.
Bye, chipmunks.
So
Have a good
everybody-
night.
Everybody, or Mike, are you going for a while or?
Probably about 4 more minutes. Been
No,
going an hour and a half.
I'm not gonna bring it up then. I'll save it for tomorrow. I'm planning on doing a Sunday kind of morning-ish afternoon stream sometime in there if you guys want to pop up in. I haven't
Right on.
decided on an exact time yet, but if nobody's doing anything, come on in.
Cool.
I got to show you guys what Brienne sent me.
Oh yeah, what
Oh,
you send?
I should send. Wait a minute. Wow, where'd I put it? Doggone it. Where'd I put it? Oh, please tell me I didn't throw it away. I might have accidentally. I may have accidentally thrown it away. Oh man, and I meant to save it because. Oh, here it is. Oh no, maybe that ain't it. No, that's not it. Dang it.
He's lost.
Oh, if you saw the condition of this desk, you would know why I lost it. I can't find it. Doggone it. And I wanted to save it, and then I may not have because I was kind of cleaning up in here, and I was like, yeah, I'd just tell you about it. But the note, and I want to thank you, Degenerate Keeper, because it's all your fault.
Oh no.
But
Oh no.
in what she sent me was a sheet of notebook, just like they ripped it out of a notebook.
Yeah.
Just all it was F ... U and then Terry.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
And that's all your fault.
Yes, it is. I'll take entire blame for it. Well, that is funny.
It might have had a smiley
What'd
face
they send you?
at the end, too,
Besides, they sent you the note. That'd be.
I'm not
funnier.
going to show it because he's ending the stream now, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We'll be on here for like 3 more hours.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's funny, though.
Well, all
It'd be
right,
funnier if you just
everybody.
sent you a note.
Start shutting this down.
Right on, Mike.
Thanks,
Well, it's good to hang out with you, man.
coming.
I got to
Still
make
got-
Mama some pierogies and take a shower.
Still got
All right.
27 watching and 33 likes. That's awesome with everything coming out of Aquashella.
Yeah, nobody's watching that stuff anyways.
So, been going for about an hour and a half, so that's
Hey.
a lot longer than I thought. So.
Doggone it. Can I make you go just 2 minutes longer?
Sure.
Just because I was watching Degenerate stream this morning, and I was reading chat, and people do not believe when I'm shuffling papers, I'm shuffling papers. The list does exist. See it? It exists.
I forget who was questioning that. Probably Geek Boy.
It's 2 pages. Okay? Page 1, page 2.
That's funny.
But the cool part is Mr. Manifesto. See, Mr. Manifesto and 503 both have permission to give points now.
Mm-hmm.
So 503 is going to have a list. Mr. Manifesto, Degenerate Fishkeeper is going to have a list. And I got a list.
Or we could
So
use
we
a
are
central
not-
online list.
No. Because the suspension or the suspense is going to kill everybody because
see.
somebody in the lead on 503's list may not be in the lead on my list or your list,
It's true.
and vice versa.
It's
And
true.
we ain't going to know who's actually in the lead till the very end.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. Zen Ginger is killing it on my list.
I saw that, except she's not in the lead on my list.
Plot thickens.
Yes.
Anyway, Mike.
All
Thanks for
right,
having me.
Sorry, Mike,
Thanks.
man. I
Thanks,
appreciate
everybody.
it, though, dude. All right.
Great
we got to
stream,
get out of
and
here.
we'll catch you all in the next one.
Thanks
See you,
for
Mike.
having me up, Mike.
Hey, next
You
time
bet,
I'll actually
Terry.
like, talk. So,
Yeah,
Thanks,
me.
Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
See you guys.
I'll be back again. I'm always here.
Take care, everybody.
See you,
All
man.
right.
Thanks, mods, everybody in chat, lurkers, everybody on the replay crew. I had a great time tonight. So everybody take care.
See you, buddy.
Later.
See ya.